Line length is basically how wide your text block is. It refers to number of characters that fits on a single line before breaking onto the next. If your lines are too short, the reader's eyes have to jump to next line way too often. If the lines are too long, the readers has to move their eyes across the entire screen before finding the next line. Look at the screen. Here you can see that the text spans the full 1300 pixel width of screen with 140 per line. The excessive line length forces the reader's eyes to travel too far, reducing readability. Now let's look at a better example. This text is constrained to 55 characters per line. Now it's much more readable, it's much more comfortable to read. So the short line length help maintain the reader's focus, reducing excessive horizontal movement. On the other hand, here's another example. I have set the text to just 15 characters per line. It feels awkward, unnatural, and disrupt readability. The lines are too short with unnecessary breaks. Now let's check another case. Here the text spans 150 pixel, yet it remains easy to read because I've kept the character counts between 50 to 70 characters per line. The key takeaway isn't just about restricting text to a narrow width. It's about maintaining 50 to 70 characters per line for readability. Even with a wider layout, you can achieve this balance by adjusting the font size accordingly to keep the text comfortable to read. Let's go back to our previous design to see how I have applied the principle of line length. On this website, I have set the container width to 1300 pixel. However, for the article section where the font size is 18 pixel, I want to maintain line length of 50 to 70 characters per line for better readability. And to achieve this, I adjusted the width of the article section to 800 pixel for a comfortable reading experience. Regardless of container width, maintaining a character count of 50 to 70 per line significantly enhances readability and user experience. This principle applies across different large screen devices and screen sizes, whether on a desktop, tablet, but for the mobile, there's a slight difference which I'll be covering in our next chapter. By the way, you might have noticed that I've used fewer characters per line for headings. Since headings are typically short, it makes them readable anyways. There's no strict minimum requirement of characters per line because heading can be as short as 5 characters.